Welcome to the Water Meditation and Consciousness Experiment with the Water Peace Project. Together we are connecting through water for peace, a journey through water and your heart. Water holds the answers to all of our questions. Who are we? Where did we come from? And why are we here? For today's session, we will be reflecting on the words from Dr. Emoto from his book, The Miracle of Water. Let's begin with a powerful clearing with the Ho'oponopono prayer. Please connect with your sincere heart and join in resonance by repeating 3 times. Water, I am sorry. Water, please forgive me. Water, I thank you. Water, I love you. Water, I am sorry. Water, please forgive me. Water, I thank you. Water, I love you. Water, I am sorry. Water, please forgive me. Water, I thank you. Water, I love you. We only have one Mother Water. Please connect to your sincere heart and direct your sincere love and gratitude to all water. In today's reading of The Miracle of Water by Dr. Emoto, we will begin with the introduction. Introduction: the positive energy of love and gratitude. What comes to mind when you think of water? Oceans and rivers? Perhaps rain or the water you drink every day. About 70% of this planet that we call home is covered with water, and about 70% of the human body is water. Without water, we would not be able to exist, and neither would the earth exist as we know it. Water is as important as it is irreplaceable. Over the years, I have taken photographs of crystals made by freezing water. But I don't always take pictures of crystals as I find them. I often first expose the water to written words, freeze it, and then compare the various crystals that result. Different water samples may appear to be all the same, but when one sample is exposed to positive words, such as thank you, and another sample is exposed to negative words, such as stupid, the two samples form distinctly different types of crystals. The thank you crystals are balanced and well formed, while the stupid crystals are deformed and broken. The energy of words is reflected in the formation of crystals, and depending on the words, the crystals are either beautiful or unsightly. Since our bodies consist of 70% water, we can infer from the crystals that the water within us also contains the energy of words. It is perhaps not a stretch to think this way, because we often use words such as thick thin, heavy, and clean to describe blood. If you think about water in terms of its quality, then it is easier to understand the energy contained within water. What can we do to purify all the water within our bodies? I have explained that showing water good words results in the creation of beautiful crystals, and that's the answer. Simply use good words on a daily basis. People whose language is filled with expressions such as thank you and I love you have water within them that is pure and beautiful. And likewise, people who use negative expressions such as you idiot and it's no good can expect that the water within them will be deformed and distorted. I am often asked, what words do you use to create the most beautiful crystals you've ever photographed? And my answer, without hesitation, is always love and gratitude. The crystal on the cover of this book happens to be such a crystal. When water is exposed to the words love and gratitude, it is filled with the most joy. If you look at the crystal on the cover, you will see why I say this. When you continually think thoughts of love and gratitude, you simply cannot help but be changed. These thoughts will change the water within you, and the result will most certainly be a changed you. In this book, I will focus on these words, love and gratitude, and share some of my ideas for using water's unique role of transporting vibration and resonance to help you welcome change and live a more positive and happy life. The balance between love given and gratitude received. What do you think is the most essential energy necessary for sustaining human life? Love and gratitude, of course. The most important form of energy that we have on this earth is the ability to love someone wholly and purely and to be filled with gratitude when someone rescues us from the edge of despair. You can probably remember a time or two when the energy of love and gratitude has come to you just when you needed it. They are the essential forces in our lives. You might wonder why I didn't show water, the words love and gratitude, separately. It was a whim that made me show both words combined, and the resulting crystals were noticeably different. Here's my explanation for why these crystals are the most beautiful. Love is the energy that we give to others, and gratitude is the love that we receive from others. In other words, the greatest form of energy results from the harmony between the energy of giving and the energy of receiving. To apply this lesson to our own lives, if we hope to use this powerful energy as a guiding force, then just the energy resulting from only giving is not enough, and neither is the energy resulting from only taking. Only when love and gratitude are combined and balanced will they create a beautiful life for us, just as the combination moves the earth and the universe. Words are vibration. When you look at water crystals formed from pure water and crystals formed from impure water, there isn't an easily discernible difference. So, if it's not the type of water, what influences crystal formation? The answer is vibration. Words are a form of vibration. The Bible states, "In the beginning was the Word." Words are vibration. When you look at water crystals formed from pure water and crystals formed from impure water, there isn't an easily discernible difference. So, if it's not the type of water, what influences crystal formation? The answer is vibration. Words are a form of vibration. The Bible states, "In the beginning was the Word." And the Japanese have a saying that, roughly translated, means, "Words bring both good and ill fortune." Words and language are an integral part of our collective history. The words we use evolve over great expanses of time, not unlike the process of evolution evident in nature. Of all the words that have evolved over time, love and gratitude are the most beautiful, in my opinion. We all live in the pursuit of these virtues. Love and gratitude create the harmony found in all of nature. This harmony is a force so powerful that it is quite likely beyond our ability to understand. Even if we appear to be seeing chaos in the details, the overall effect is one of harmony. Therefore, while you may not experience an immediate result when you disrupt the balance of love and gratitude, the negative effects will ultimately catch up with you. Pain and sorrow often result. There are times, due to lack of love and gratitude, that the harmony of the entire human race is thrown into chaos by natural disasters such as earthquakes and tsunamis. My theory is that disastrous phenomena are a result of the disruptions in the energy of love and gratitude. Some might say this is a preposterous idea. It is true that this theory lacks solid scientific backing, but the starting point for all of science can be found in fantasy and dreams. The preposterous idea of yesteryear is the proven science of today. We can never hope to understand the world unless we practice unlimited thinking. I hope that each person who picks up this book will become aware of the energy of love and gratitude that he or she possesses, and then spread that knowledge to others. Those people will be likewise affected and share their experience with even more people. Knowing the power of love and gratitude has the potential to bring happiness to the people around you, and even to all the people of the world. Join me in exploring the power of words and vibration, and the energy of love and gratitude in the following pages of this book. Chapter 1. The relationship between words and water. I've already explained that when water is exposed to good words, good crystals result. So if you make it a habit to use positive words, then the water within your body and the water around you will become beautiful and clean, and health and well-being will result. This might sound like the conclusion of the book, but I've only just begun. let's take a closer look at water and the meaning of our words. Perhaps you have thought that the words you use day in and day out are tools to enable you to communicate with others. That's true, but they have another valuable function. Words contain the element of vibration, which plays a vital role in the grand scheme of nature. The water that I experiment with to make crystals is nothing more than ordinary mineral water. However, when the individual water samples are exposed to different written words, the resulting crystal from each sample is quite different, depending on the vibration of the word. We can learn two things from this result. The first thing is that while water may look the same on the surface, when we consider water's molecular makeup, we can see that it is capable of displaying a vast array of expressions. We might even say that water is like two people who look identical on the surface but are completely different inside. I have found that you can take any two healthy-looking people, and one might have a healthy mind and spirit, while the other has a fatigued mind and organs. Water crystals show us that because appearances can be deceiving, it is helpful to not only rely on ordinary means to look at something. Instead, we need to turn our focus to the inside. As an example, I often see young women diligently drinking copious amounts of water for their health and beauty. Perhaps they would see better results if they focused on purifying the water that makes up 70% of their bodies by using positive words and thoughts. This, I believe, is the best and quickest way to internal beauty and to physical vitality. The second lesson that the water crystal photographs teach us is that no matter how pure and tasty the water you drink, careless words and thoughts have the chance to destroy the beautiful crystals they might have formed. Crystals formed from even the purest water available change daily, depending on the environment and the words it's exposed to in every moment. Keeping your words positive will keep the water within you pure and beautiful. The sounds of nature. So, what are words? I was raised in Japan by parents who spoke Japanese, and that's why I speak Japanese. But if, for example, I was separated from my parents soon after birth and raised by Chinese parents, then my mother's tongue would, of course, be Chinese. In other words, no matter how much Japanese blood runs through my veins, it's not going to affect my language or the way I speak. Language is learned and not passed down through our DNA. If we consider the biblical Adam and Eve, who taught them language? Since they had no earthly parents to teach them, I believe that they learned the first language of humankind by listening to the various vibrations and sounds created by nature. Nature's sounds are indeed numerous. Just consider all the different sounds made by water in a stream as it flows. At the source, the water bubbles out of the ground, and then it trickles down and joins other creeks to become a rushing stream and perhaps even a roaring river that plunges over falls. The water may eventually form an expansive river that hums slowly toward the sea. With each subtle change in the environment, the sound of water changes as it moves along. A sudden and radical change in nature, such as an earthquake, volcanic eruption, or tidal wave, is also revealed by sound. The ancient people were more attuned to nature than we are, and they knew what it was telling them. When someone heard the sound of water about to rush over the banks, he or she would need to tell others so they could escape to high ground, and the best way to do it was by imitating the sound of the river. By continuing to listen, they would be able to tell when the rain had stopped and the water had retreated. Likewise, they would have wanted to communicate this to others and to indicate it was safe to return. Coincidentally, the word in Sanskrit for sound is Nada Brahman. Nada means wide river, and Brahman means the source, indicating the concept that sound is at the source of the river. My name Emoto also happens to mean source of the river in Japanese, so I guess it would only make sense that I would travel around the world spreading the message of water. In any case, the sounds of nature come in many forms. Some are pleasurable sounds, while others are mournful, and our distant ancestors understood this from what they've experienced on a daily basis. They also understood the sounds of calmness, heat, cold, frustration, comfort, large animals, small animals, and males and females. And through imitation, the sounds of nature became our sounds and our eventual language. See for yourself. Listen to the water in a creek, river, lake, or ocean, and try to hear the similarities between nature's sounds and our own words. Differences in environment account for different words. When you think about the role that nature plays in the formation of language, it makes you wonder if there were ancient words that could not be replaced. Words so fundamental to a language that they should not and must not be replaced due to the connection to the unchanging principles of nature. Yet, our world contains many different languages. How did this happen? The principles that exist in nature exist everywhere in nature and always have and always will. But the form of nature changes depending on factors in the environment, such as temperature and humidity. This accounts for the differences in languages spoken by different peoples. Japanese, for example, has a large array of descriptive words, which may be a result of generally homogeneous ethnic group being spread from the frigid northern part of the country to its tropical southern tip. And with distinct seasons throughout most of Japan, the weather is in a constant state of flux. Japan is a country blessed with bountiful nature, filling the air with a rich variety of sounds that would, over time, become the source of an equally rich variety of words. This is where we will end the reading for today, The Miracle of Water by Dr. Emoto. Thank you for taking this journey with us. We hope that you can join us again. To learn more about the Water Peace Project's live consciousness experiments and other events, please visit thewaterpeaceproject.org. Let us end today's session with the Grand Invocation in Japanese from Dr. Emoto, recorded in July. of 2011. The Grand Invocation meaning in English: the internal power of the universe has gathered itself to create a world with true and grand harmony.
大断言、宇宙も無限の力が凝り凝って誠